In the shadow of revolution, one man stood tall, not for glory, not for fame, but for principle. His name was John Adams, a lawyer, a revolutionary, and the second president of the United States. But his journey to the presidency wasn't paved with ambition. It was built on conviction. Born in 1735 in Braintree, Massachusetts, John Adams was the son of a farmer. From a young age, he valued education and integrity. He graduated from Harvard and soon became a respected lawyer, known for his sharp mind and unshakable ethics. John Adams, quote, "I study the law because it is the foundation of liberty. Without justice, there can be no freedom." In 1770, Adams faced a test of those beliefs. The Boston Massacre left 5 colonists dead, and the accused were British soldiers. The people wanted revenge, but Adams wanted justice. John Adams, firmly, "Facts are stubborn things. Whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictates of our passions, they cannot alter the state of facts and evidence." Adams defended the soldiers in court and won. Many called him a traitor, but Adams stood by his conscience. That moment defined him, a man of law, not mob. By 1774, tensions with Britain had reached a breaking point. Adams was chosen to represent Massachusetts at the First Continental Congress. He argued passionately that America must resist tyranny. John Adams said, "Liberty cannot be preserved without a general knowledge among the people." When war erupted in 1775, Adams pushed the colonies toward independence. His fiery words inspired others, like Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson said, "Adams was our colossus on the floor. If I was the pen of independence, Adams was its voice." On July 2, 1776, the Continental Congress voted for independence. 2 days later, the Declaration was adopted. Adams believed July 2nd would be the day Americans forever celebrated. He was only off by 2 days. While the war raged on, Adams sailed to Europe as a diplomat, securing vital alliances and loans. He negotiated peace with Britain in 1783, ending the Revolutionary War. John Adams said, "There are 2 educations. One should teach us how to make a living, and the other how to live." But diplomacy wasn't easy. He clashed with Benjamin Franklin, who preferred charm to confrontation. Adams preferred honesty, even when it made him unpopular. After years abroad, Adams returned home. He helped shape the Constitution and became George Washington's vice president, a role he called the most insignificant office ever devised. In 1797, John Adams became the second president of the United States. His greatest challenge? A brewing war with France. Rather than bow to pressure from his own party, Adams sought peace. His decision cost him popularity, but saved the young nation from war. John Adams said, "Great is the guilt of an unnecessary war." His rival, Thomas Jefferson, defeated him in the election of 1800. It was a bitter loss, but Adams accepted it peacefully, setting a powerful precedent for the peaceful transfer of power. Adams retired to his farm in Quincy, Massachusetts. In his later years, he reconciled with Jefferson. Their letters became legendary. 2 old revolutionaries reflecting on liberty, government, and life. John Adams, reflective. You and I ought not to die before we have explained ourselves to each other. On July 4th, 1826, the 50th anniversary of independence, John Adams lay dying. His final words were of his old friend. John Adams said, "Thomas Jefferson survives." What he didn't know was that Jefferson had died just hours earlier. Two founders, two friends, gone on the same day, half a century after the birth of the nation they helped create. John Adams was not a man of charm or charisma. He was stubborn, proud, sometimes difficult, but he was also honest, brave, and utterly devoted to the cause of liberty. Without him, there might never have been a United States. John Adams, the reluctant revolutionary who built a nation with words, conviction, and an unshakable belief that truth must always prevail. Let us dare to read, think, speak, and write. John Adams' story reminds us that true leadership begins with conviction and courage. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss more incredible stories from the past. Right here on Past and Paper.